past two All-American Futurity winners are coming up on Accelerated. We'll cover a multi-stakes card including the Remington Park Oklahoma-bred Futurity and Derby, the Bob Moore, Sooner State, and other graded action. Reporting from home, I'm Jim Byers. Welcome to Accelerated. Remington Park featured 8 stakes on its April 18th card, 6 of them graded. Let's begin with one of those, the restricted Grade 2 Remington Park Oklahoma-bred Derby. This 400-yard test includes last year's All-American Futurity winner Mr. Jess Jenkins. He qualified second fastest with a sharp trial victory April 5th in his first try of 2020 under James Flores. In the trial, Mr. Jess Jenkins defeated fellow qualifiers Relentless Gun and Really First Down. No longer the long shot he was when springing a 13-1 surprise at RUIDOSO Downs on Labor Day. He's the 9-5 second choice here from the inside post. Another who seems to have improved with age is Fernway. She burst onto the scene with a narrow victory in last year's RUIDOSO Futurity and went to the bench until the RP Derby trials. In that trial, contested one race after Mr. Jess Jenkins, she lowered his time to be the top qualifier and ran away from her rivals by nearly 2 lengths under Ricky Ramirez. Fernway is the 8-5 choice from the 9-hole. Jessie D faced many of the best in the Southwest last year, running 3rd in the Grade 1 Heritage Place Futurity and 4th in the Grade 2 Dash for Cash. Trained by Eddie Willis and ridden by Jimmy Brooks, Jessie D qualified 3rd fastest off a romping trial score and is 11-1.
They're all in. They're off in the Remington Park Derby. Mr. Jess Jenkins, beautiful start to the inside, also away sharply. Really first down. Jessie D's out there, battling for 3rd. Now moving up, Relentless Gun, and farther out, Fernway's into full stride. Here comes Fernway. Mr. Jess Jenkins inside, Fernway outside. They're battling out on the final 100 yards. Fernway to the outside, trying to get the edge. Fernway gets there by a neck over Mr. Jess Jenkins.
She needed slightly more encouragement from jockey Ricky Ramirez here than in her trial. But Fernway beats a good field, again, mostly on her own courage, and gets the winner's share of this $268,700 purse. Now 4 for 4 lifetime. This daughter of favorite Cartel, from the Mr. Jess Perry graded winning mare Just a Little Bit More, has earned more than $541,000 for owner Rusty Allred. He bought Fernway at Heritage Place for $20,000 at the 2018 yearling sale from breeder Bobby Cox. Blainwood trains. The time 19.747 seconds. On to the Remington Park Oklahoma-bred Futurity. Nearly $892,000 is in the purse for this restricted Grade 1 at 330 yards. The 6-5 favorite is top qualifier Dalt's Fancy Pistol. She overpowered a trial field by a length and 3/4 under regular jockey Rolando Rodales. Dalt's Fancy Pistol has won both her starts, the first of those in a maiden race that included 2 finalists for this, first Lucy Lark and Apolitical Gold. She's trained by Guillermo Valdivia. Another entering the RP Futurity undefeated at 2 for 2 is I Work for You. This Marcos Carrizales trainee was the 2nd fastest overall from 2 nights of trials, and the quickest from night 1. In his trial, I Work for You had to battle to get by fellow qualifier Dangerous Cartel, but prevailed by a half length. With James Flores up, I Work for You is 2-1. Drawing inside is Gale Force, a 20-1 outsider with Juan Pulido. This colt's record is also symmetrical, but instead of a pair of wins, he's run close seconds in both his tries. Jess is the boss, got the better of Gale Force by a neck in their trial, and once again draws the outside stall here at 6-1. Mario Delgado picked up the mount on trial night and gets the return call in the final. The most expensive yearling purchase in the field is a Dash of Sign. This daughter of Tempting Dash and graded winner A Trace of Paint cost Reliance Ranches $125,000 at the 2019 RUIDOSO Select Sale. A Dash of Sign drew away late in her trial to win with authority. She's 13-1 under Benito Baca.
They're off. The Remington Park Futurity. Good start. First, Lucy Lark. Dangerous Cartel. I Work For You. And at the rail is Gale Force. Coming on outside, Jess is the boss. It's Gale Force battling with Dangerous Cartel. Dangerous Cartel, I Work For You. These two getting separation. They're nose to nose on the final strides. Dangerous Cartel, I Work For You, tight on the line in the Futurity.
They also ran 1-2 in their trials, separated by a half length. This time the margin is a nose, but once again, I Work For You gets the decision over Dangerous Cartel. Jess is the boss ran third. A gelding by Corona's Leaving You from the Mr. Eye Opener mare I Love It. I Work For You was bred by Jose Acosta. The winner is now 3 for 3 for trainer Marcos Carrizales and owner Jose Guzman. If those connections sound familiar, they teamed with Mr. Jess Jenkins to win last year's All-American Futurity. And like that day, James Flores was aboard here.
It was a super good race. Horse left really good. He broke real sharp. He was calm, quiet, and collective in the gates. The assistant starter did an excellent job of helping the horse stay calm and quiet. And horse broke super. He broke really sharp, and I could tell the inside horse was coming on, but I didn't think he was going to come on fast enough to beat me for the win. The horse just ran a super good race and had a good clean trip, and he's a good horse.
The final time here, 16.908 seconds.
The wrap-up, Accelerated, is sponsored by Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association, Remington Park Racing Casino, and by American Quarter Horse Association.
You're not just my horse. You're my family. I may hold the reins, but you hold my heart.
Remington Park offers multiple open graded races for the handicap division, and one of those is the Bob Moore Memorial Stakes, 3-year-olds and up at 300 yards. The lukewarm 3-1 favorite is EOS A Political Win, a close third with Oklahoma breds in this year's Mighty Deck 3. This unaltered 5-year-old is well-traveled, but likes this surface with 3 wins and 6 local tries. Winless in 4 outings against good company last year, his last victory was some 18 months ago in the then Grade 3 Dash for Cash Derby. James Flores rides. Jockey Benito Baca picked up the mount on 7-2 second choice Corona by Corona in the gelding's local debut in the East Tech Stakes, running second to Eagles Fly Higher. Last year, Corona by Corona qualified to a pair of major derbies at Los Alamitos, including the Grade 1 Super Derby, where he ran 4th to champion Flash and Roll. Also at 7-2 is VF Jedi Returns, another with a liking for Remington Park. Second in the Mighty Deck 3, and third in the East Techs. This Oklahoma bred has 7 wins and 13 career tries at RP, Juan Pulido in the saddle. Back in Stakes Company is 10-1 shot Damn Straight under Jorge Torres. A good second in Allowance Company early this meeting, he won his final start of 2019 in the Downs Casino Stakes at Albuquerque.
They're off. The Bob Moore Memorial. Dan Straight, good start inside. American Hustle came away sharply. Here's VF Jedi Returns engaging now and going for the front. Farther out, Apolitical Mogul and Uncle Ed's Idea. VF Jedi Returns on the lead. Dan Straight inside. Late rally late by EOS Apolitical Win. VF Jedi Returns holds on.
Only 3 lengths covered the entire field at the finish, with a blanket of heads, necks, and noses among the first 6. VF Jedi Returns holds on over EOS A Political Win and Uncle Ed's Idea to become a graded stakes winner. Ridden by Juan Pulido, VF Jedi Returns is a 4-year-old gelding by high rate of return from the Corona Cartel mare Corona Couture, bred by Victory Farms. Purchased for just $9,700 as a yearling at Heritage Place, VF Jedi Returns has run out more than $248,000 in earnings for owner Julio Contreras. The time, 15.324 seconds. We stretch out to 400 yards for the restricted Grade 1 Sooner State Stakes. This drew a field of 9 older Oklahoma breds. 2018 All-American Futurity winner Apocalyptical Jess returns to the races as the 7-5 choice. It's his first start since a runner-up finish in a trial for the All-American Derby in August at RUIDOSO Downs. The Blaine Wood trainee won a pair of big races last year, though. The Grade 1 RUIDOSO Derby by a neck over Danger and CD's Wine and Dine. And the Remington Park Derby over Statebreds by nearly 2 lengths 12 months ago. Ricky Ramirez is aboard from Post 6. Another open Grade 1 winner in this group is Hot Damn Bama Lamb. His biggest career win came last fall in the Refrigerator Stakes at Lone Star Park, where he drifted out but scored by a half length at 17-1. He's 7-1 here under Rodrigo Vallejo. A month ago, Eagles Fly Higher crushed his competition in the Open Grade 2 E-Steps by a length and a half, becoming a graded winner in the process. He was 32-1 that night, but no upsets here since he's the 4-1 second choice under Mario Delgado. Yet another with a clear liking for the surface, Eagles Fly Higher has won 4 of 7 at Remington Park. The only mare in the field is Finian Faith, who drew the outside with jockey Raul Valenzuela. Finian Faith enters off a speedy second in the Bank of America Remington Park Championship Challenge. She's 5-1.
All in. They're off in the Sooner State Stakes. Quick start for Eagles Fly Higher for the inside Einkopf and Hot Damn Bama Lamb trying to come on together. A lot of work to do for Apocalypse of Jest towards the back. Eagles Fly Higher, who's on top by 2. He's limitless outside Finian Faith. Eagles Fly Higher by over 2 lengths. Too easy in the Sooner State Stakes.
We'll discuss the start in just a moment. But how about the season for Eagles Fly Higher? The 4-year-old colt stretches out here from 350 to 400 yards and wins his second added money race of the meet already. And don't forget, a pair of Grade 1s are still to come, the Leo Stakes and Debbie Schaaf Invitational Championship. Now trained by Casey Black for Darling Farms, Eagles Fly Higher is a son of one famous eagle. From the first down dash mare Lone Bet, bred by V.H. Harmon Jr. and Robert Mowdy III. Eagles Fly Higher beats He's Limitless with Finian Faith third in 19.46 seconds.
We were fortunate enough to get the break that we got, and the horse just kept on going on, and he beat a bunch of tough ones, and I couldn't have asked for anything else to go better. It was a good and fun ride.
Now for the start. It appeared that Eagles Fly Higher possibly forced open the gate and gained an advantage. However, his stall doors were determined to have been released simultaneously with all the rest. And that's what constitutes a start. The start occurs when the gates are released from being held shut, not when they necessarily open all the way. His quick reaction time and forward momentum allowed him to break clearly on top, and even though he might have brushed the doors on his way out, he was dispatched with the rest of the field, commonly known as beating the gate. Here's winning jockey Mario Delgado.
Like you guys have seen, the horse beat the gates, and we were fortunate enough. We timed him just right, or he did actually, and he left there in front, and they couldn't catch him.
Coming up, more stakes winners from Remington Park right after this timeout.
Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association encourages the breeding and ownership of Oklahoma-bred horses, promotes and protects racing opportunities in the state, and represents our members' interests at the state capitol. Learn more at oqhra.com.
They're off in the Easy Date Stakes. Contact inside. DJ's winner, Linder 16 at the rail coming on. SR She Gone. Farther out trying to come on. PJ Splash of Joy. It's America's Dynasty now with the nose up front. They're lined up clear across. PJ Splash of Joy has the advantage now. America's Dynasty, PJ Splash of Joy by 3/4 of a length, powering on the final 50 yards. All in. They're off in the Remington Park Juvenile 4, beginning for Kingdom Cartel, out sharply, facing the fire. Also right there, Valiant Choice coming off from the middle. DF Fabulous Maiden, now full of run. Here's Nonsense on Corona. Facing the fire is all out, up by neck. Nonsense on Corona, one more push to the inside of Valiant Choice. Facing the fire, Nonsense on Corona, facing the fire by Bobby Nose. They're off in the Lyco Bird Stakes. Good start outside for first prize return. Now kicking in a high gear. Here comes Best of You. Best of You is on top, out by a half length. Running inside well, Buford T. Peeves Blue Duck with a rally. Here comes Ferrari B with a late gear shift, and Ferrari B is coming out strong, trying to catch Best of You. Best of You will make it there first by a head. They're all in. They're off in the Mr. Masterbug Stakes. Good start outside for Love Is Everything B. Kind of lost the back end for a second, but is rolling up front. Now striking perfection, coming on sharply to the inside. Rita's back on track, and BB, she's like to win. It's all Love Is Everything B here on the outside, just galloping home strongly to win it by a length of 3/4.
The wrap-up, Accelerated, is sponsored by Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association, Remington Park Racing Casino, and by American Quarter Horse Association.
Coming up in future editions of Accelerated, we'll have full coverage of the Grade 1 Leo Stakes from Remington Park, as well as that track's AQHA Distance Challenge. And 2-year-old racing begins in May at Los Alamitos with the Robert Adair Kindergarten Futurity. Stay with us for that and more coming up in the month of May. That's all for now. I'm Jim Byers. Thanks for watching, and please look for us next time here on Accelerated.